On by and taking the conversation forward now onto a corporate discussion, and that's another earnings reaction, that is IndiaMART. Now, while the company missed its margin expectations, the revenue was up 5%, the profits were down on a sequential basis. We are now being joined by Dinesh Agarwal, the CEO of the company, to discuss the quarter gone by and the road ahead for the company. Mr. Agarwal, good morning. Thank you for joining in. Now, what led to this margin drop on a sequential basis? You were close to 36% in the first quarter. Your numbers came in at around 33 this time around. Do you see this as a one-off blip? Because the fact that your margins have been declining for almost 4 quarters now, you're 39% in the third quarter last year. When do you expect this trend to stabilize?
Yeah, as I have guided when the margins were at 39%, that those were one-off, and we had guided that the stable margin should be considered to be at about 33%, and that's where we are. Because those margins were since our collection comes upfront and the cost goes according to the collection. As the collections had slowed down over the time, the margins were showing elevated at that point of time. Now that the collections and revenues are more or less in line, that's why the margin is stabilizing. The second part is we have also started to do some little bit of an advertising, about 6 crores a quarter, and that is reflecting into about 2% of the margin decline. So that's where we are at 33%, and it will continue to be at around this percent.
Take that point, Mr. Agarwal. So those will be the normalized margins going forward. You spoke about how collections and revenues have also, become the levels which are expected going forward as well. So while we have seen ARPU improving on a quarter-on-quarter basis, it has grown by 7% on a YY basis as well. There is some softness which has come in collections. It was down 20.5% on a sequential basis in quarter one. This time it's a 5.5% sequential decline. What explains this divergence?
So for quarter 4 to quarter 1 is always decline, because quarter 4 is a bumper quarter, JFM quarter. So there is a lot of people who want to buy at that particular time, advertising. And between quarter 1 and quarter 2, if you historically also see, there has been a 5-6 crores of decline because of the number of working days and a little bit of holidays. So this is normally okay.
Okay, so what collection level is expected going forward? What kind of growth is expected overall in the financial year?
So as you can see that collections are trending at around 10% odd, and we are looking forward to doing a double-digit growth in this particular financial year.
Mr. Agarwal, you mentioned that you have started doing some advertising every quarter. Has that translated into any incremental positives in terms of business inquiries and addition to the paid subscriber list? Because your unique business inquiry growth has improved by about 12%. How much of that do you expect to continue going forward, and how much will this advertising contribute to it?
Yeah, advertising should have contributed about half of that growth. So about 6-7% came from the organic growth, and 5-6% came from the advertising-led growth, and that should continue going forward as well.
The company recently increased pricing for silver packages for new customers as well. Are price hikes for new silver tier subscribers expected to curb gross additions in quarter 3 and quarter 4? What's the highlight here? What's the expectation here?
Yeah, I guess every time you do a price hike, it takes about 2 quarters to stabilize. We did it from the 1st of September. So we expect that, the current quarter to be a little bit softer. And then probably in the last quarter, we'll match up the gross addition.
What about ARPUs, Mr. Agarwal? You started off, you have now gone up to 65,000. Same quarter last year, you were at 61. Do you see 65,000 as a normal number for ARPUs, or do you expect that to trend higher in the quarters ahead?
See, ARPU has been growing at around 6 to 8% historically, if you see many years. However, it doesn't grow like a exact 6 to 8% every quarter on quarter. Sometimes it grows at 10-12%. Sometimes it grows as 4-5%. Because the price hikes that happen and the customer seasonalities that happen, But we expect the 6 to 8% growth in the ARPU to continue going forward also.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal, for joining us today with insights on what the quarters coming ahead would look like for the company. That's the word coming in from IndiaMART. But with that, we'll do one thing. We'll slip into a short break. When we come back, we'll focus on the crypto market with Manisha Gupta on the other side. Stay tuned for that.